Welcome to the Hyperspace Vault. Dave and Alex here, back with another unboxing and review, and today we have Rey Speeder.
Yeah, this is really cool. It comes with an exclusive Rey figure and her speeder from Force Awakens. It's the Black Series. It's part of the Black Series that was released on Force Friday last year. I think it was September 4th, 2017. And they've been in stores since then. They first came out, they were $60, and now you can find them on the clearance racks for about $20. So it's a pretty good deal considering you get the speeder and a figure for $20. So the box art is really cool on this. I really like how it has these schematics of the speeder parts and stuff on it. And let's take a look at the back of the box.
Now, looking at this picture up in the right corner, there is, you could see by the picture, your unique Rey figure that comes with the speeder has soft goods, which is actually really cool. I mean, the Luke that came with his speeder has soft goods too, which is cool too, also.
Yeah, and by these images, it looks like the speeder is really well detailed. This netting, it looks like it appears to be real netting on it. And it comes with some junk that you put in there. A raised staff, it looks like attaches to the top of it. And then down here, the engine cover comes off and it exposes looks like a turbine type engine in there. So that's really cool. Now, Alex is going to read the back description for you.
So first we're going to read Rey Speeder, which is up here on the top. So it says, Rey Speeder, Jakku, of course. For a quick transportation across the junk-strewn dunes of Jakku, Rey relies on her old scavengered speeder. Now we're going to read Rey as her scavenger form outfit. Rey is a resilient survivor, a scavenger toughened by a lifetime of dealing with the cutthroats, I think that's what it says, of the harsh desert world of Jakku.
Now we're going to take a look at the front again and get a little closer look of Rey, the exclusive Rey figure. Getting a little reflection there, so it's hard to see. But it looks like she comes with there we go. She comes with a backpack, a face mask. The figure has soft goods on it and the staff. So, and then I don't know if the goggles and head wrap is removable or not, but we'll find out in just a minute.
So, thinking about the figure, you're wondering, why doesn't Rey have a lightsaber? I mean, all the other Reys have lightsabers, but this one doesn't. But that kind of makes sense why they didn't put a lightsaber in it, because this is Rey from Jakku before she got her speeder. So, I mean, before she got her lightsaber.
Okay, we're going to open it up and take a look inside now.
So we already have Luke's speeder, but we just haven't done a review on it. But we will do a review on it soon. And here we have it. This thing is actually bigger than I imagined.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I was thinking it would be. It's a pretty good size.
This is actual real netting here. But when you careful to take these off when you're cutting them with scissors, you could accidentally cut the netting on it.
So it doesn't look like there's really any assembly. You got the speeder here. Looks like it's all in one piece. You got the junk that goes in the netting, and then down here you have a clear base to mount the speeder onto. So we're going to free this up and get it out of the packaging, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we've got everything free of the packaging, and we've got Rey out with her accessories. The speeder is out, and there was no assembly required on the speeder, really. There's just this kind of junk, this molded junk pile that attaches to the side, and then the netting which you would attach up here at the top. So we're going to take a look at the speeder real quick, and it's got several doors that open up on it to expose the engine and different working parts. On this side, you got a door on the top. On the other side, you've got a side door that flips down, and then you got this that kind of takes out the whole side and exposes the engine. And then there's a second layer to this where you can take off the top of the engine, and it exposes these like turbine fans down in here, which is really cool.
There's so many like stuff you could take off, which is so cool. And then these flaps, which are in the back that we're showing now, actually move to help it like go left and right and all that stuff. So that's like one of the big things that we like about it.
Also, I really like this saddle, the seat that kind of resembles a saddle. That's really cool, and you've got these controls in here that look really cool. The glass, or the windshield glass, is kind of frosted looking and it's got like a chip taken out of it, which shows that, kind of gives it a worn, dirty look. Overall, the detailing is really good on this. It's I'm just going to snap some of these pieces back together real quick. But overall, the detailing is really good on this, and it looks really nice. It comes with this clear stand, and it has a ball joint on it, so you can articulate this however you want when you display it on the stand. If you want to put it at an angle or just have it straight up, you can do that too. The grill, not much detailing on the grill. It's got like little dents in it here and there, but I thought there would be some wash on it to kind of give it a dirty look, but it doesn't appear there's any wash on it. So that's kind of missing when you have all this dirt wash on the outside here. Then you've got this dent here where it doesn't appear to be a blaster where a blaster hit that, but it looks like maybe it just ran into something. You got some rust effect in there and stuff. But the front grill is kind of missing any dirt wash on it, which is kind of unusual. So we're going to take this plastic mold and attach it to the side. It goes this way.
Now, what I don't like about this is that it's all molded together. I would like it if you could put it together, one, because everyone likes building things, and two, it just looks all weird when it's molded up. Like, it's all like squirmy looking and mushed up looking. So I don't really like that. But I guess they put it on there so then you couldn't lose the pieces and just like, they'll get lost. But
yeah, it probably would have looked a little better if it was individual pieces in there that you would have just dropped in there individually.
But as you can see, the cool thing is, I think this piece of metal was actually in the film Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Okay, we got it snapped down on the base. So you can kind of articulate this different ways, like it's leaning over. And it's a real tight fit, so which way you articulate it, it's going to stay that way, so that's really good. Now we're going to take a closer look at Rey. This is an exclusive figure, exclusive Rey. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. She has soft goods wrapped around her. Two layers of soft goods actually, which I think is really cool. They look really good. The top layer is like real raggedy looking. You got these little side things coming off there, and it gives it a raggedy look, which is really cool. You got the backpack that attaches. You can put her backpack on. She's got a satchel here in the back on her belt. She comes with her staff, and she has a face mask which pops on and off, which works really good. I kind of wish the goggles were movable, where you could kind of push the goggles up and revere, and that way you could see her eyes. But the goggles themselves are permanently mounted on her face, so that was one thing I didn't like. But I wish that the goggles were movable. And I don't even think, you can't even move them at all.
Now, I don't know why people think this, but there's this rumor going around that used to go around when Force Awakens was around, that Rey, I think they said Rey used to be a stormtrooper because her goggles look much like stormtrooper goggles, like how they are on like Imperial stormtrooper helmets. So I don't know why people think that, but it may be true. Now, an issue that we found with that I found with this figure is that some people don't like how like that raggedy. I mean, they like the look of it, but the reason why they don't like it is because how it's raggedy. It can like come off real easy, and like you can see now there's a bunch of strings hanging off of it. So that's one issue we found about figures that have like soft goods like that. But I think overall,
it's got a
pretty
lot of
good.
ravelings that are just kind of hanging off of the soft goods, which gives it that kind of worn look, which I kind of like. But if you're going to handle these figures at all, that probably would be bad. They would eventually come off and start eating away at this soft goods. But if you're just having them on display, I don't think you'd have a problem with it. Kind of wish that there was some soft goods wrapped around her arms real tight like that. The plastic is okay under certain lighting conditions, but it would be nice if it matched this texture on her, which I don't know how Hasbro would have. They probably would have had to glue that on there, but that would have been a nice touch. But overall, it's a nice combination of the plastic molding up here around her head and around her neck, and the soft goods coming down. I think it's a nice combination, and then the belt, the plastic belt, it all works together really well. And then you have this underlayer of soft goods, which is a smoother material, can't think of the word I'm trying to say, a smoother material, which gives it that contrast with the rougher material on the outside, which all together it looks really well. Okay, we've got Rey mounted onto the speeder, and she looks pretty good on there. Had some trouble. You have to really kind of maneuver her around to get her. She doesn't really look like she's sitting on the saddle. She's kind of sitting up from it in order to get her feet into the pedals and her hands onto the controls. But overall, it's not too bad. Maybe we could probably work and finagle her a little bit better and get her seated onto the saddle a little better, I think, maybe. But overall, it's a pretty good fit. I'm going to show you some different angles here. And
Now, on the speeder, for like reality here, like us, it's like this reddish orange, but in the camera you can see like just a normal orange, and then this stripe looks yellow here.
Yeah, or kind of a brighter orange. And it kind of goes around the side here too. You can kind of barely make it out.
On this speeder, on the speeder only, not the Rey figure, I would give this speeder probably, on a scale to 1 to 10, I'd give it a 9. It's because it has like stuff they didn't really cover up in it, that they didn't, it looks like they really didn't want to cover up in it, like I know they have this cool painting that looks like real artwork, but then like when you go to the top, it like they have like this line to where they molded it together. I mean, I think it would be easy to hide that like without with like vents. Like I know you have a vent here, but you can still see it. It's this line going through there. I just don't think that gives it enough realism. And all those controls are cool. On the Rey figure, I'd give it from a scale to 1 to 10. I get it a 10. And sorry, Speeder, but I give your Rey a 10 because she has soft goods. She deserves to have soft goods. She has an unremovable mask. Well, actually, I should have said removable mask because it's not unremovable. And she just looks great. I like how she looks. She comes with all these things that she always had in the movie, like all of her accessories, like her backpack and her staff. Those were always stuff in the movies that she always used.
Yeah, overall, I think they gave the speeder. They did a pretty good job on the speeder. The scale looks right compared to the figure sitting on it, so I think overall they did pretty good. The detailing is pretty good, but obviously it's not as good as the pictures on the box. The pictures on the box, they probably photographed a prototype, and it always seems like with the Black Series on these things that the prototypes and the pictures are just a little more better detailed with the paint and the moldings and stuff. So when these things hit production and they start mass producing these, it seems like the detail always goes down a little bit, or the colors are a little bit different. But that's to be expected somewhat. But at this price point, I don't think that this is worth $60 when it came out. $20, I think it's a really good deal because you're basically getting the figure and the free speeder at $20, basically.
So, there's a rumor. Sorry about that. That used to be going around that said that people said that Rey's speeder was part of Luke's speeder, because like actually like this part, like you know how it was like tipped over. That I don't know if that rumor's still going around.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, so I'm not sure anything about that. But overall, this is a great piece, a great collection piece. Looks great on display, especially with the Rey figure mounted onto it. Let us know what you think. If you've got this piece, what you think about it, or if you've seen it on sale somewhere, let us know in the comments below, or any of the other viewers that might be interested in picking this up. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
And I want to give, before we go, I want to give a big shout out to Roquan, and I want to thank him for giving us all those nice comments and all those things. So thank you, Roquan. We have subscribed to your channel also.
Yeah, if you haven't seen his channel, he's got a great channel going, reviewing Star Wars items and pretty much everything Star Wars. So go check it out. And we'll see you next time. We'll have some more reviews coming up pretty soon.
May the Force be with you, always.